Bill takes 4 tests. Each is 100 points. We want to find the average of all 4 tests. So that's what I've done here. Test 1 plus test 2 plus test 3 plus test 4 divided by 4 would give me the average, and that's what I'm trying to find. Look at clue 1. The first 3 tests, the average is 50. So test 1 plus test 2 plus test 3 divided by 3 would give you 50. See, what we're trying to find is the sum of the 4 tests. This would tell me that test 1 plus test 2 plus test 3 would equal 150. If you multiply both sides by 3 to clear your fractions. So we know the sum of the first 3 tests. Well, that doesn't tell me what test 4 is, so that doesn't help me. So clue 1 does not work by itself. Forget clue 1. Look at clue 2. The last 2 tests, the average is 50. So you sum up the last 2 tests, test 3 and test 4, and divide by 2, and that gives you 50. Now that also tells you that test 3 plus test 4 equals 100. But this clue 2 doesn't tell me anything about test 1 or test 2, so it doesn't work independently. And if you put them both together, that doesn't work either. You still can't find test 1 plus test 2 plus test 3 plus test 4. You can't do that. So nothing works. Your answer is E. I want to say one more thing about this. Even if we were trying to find the sum T1 plus T2, T3 plus T4, if you took this bottom equation and I said, okay, T3 equals 100 minus T4. I'll solve for T3. You could solve for T3 or T4. And if you were to plug that back in, let's look at our sum up here. We know that I have T1 plus T2 plus T3. Another name for T3 is 100 minus T4. And then I have plus T4 all over 4. I still have these other variables, T1, T2, and T4. And if you did the same thing, go back down here and solve for T4 instead of T3 and plug it back in, you still can't get the answer. So the answer is E.